you all? Today we are doing the long anticipated bookshelf tour. I got tons of requests from you guys from when I first started YouTube, because you guys know I usually film in front of my bookshelves. And a lot of you guys have been giving me compliments about it or comments about it. So once and for all, I wanted to show you guys what's going on in my bookshelf. One of the reasons why I decided to do this now is because we redecorated this summer in this specific room. And usually this room is when I do most of my work. So all of my books are in here, as you can see right here. But recently we got 2 more bookshelves. So all of my books, instead of being Tetrised into the shelves, are actually spread out between 4 shelves. I have a system to my madness, and I'm gonna go through each of my shelves and each of these sections and show you guys exactly how I organize them. The long-awaited bookshelf is definitely this one, because this is where I usually do all of my filming. So let's swap this camera around so I can show you guys. I'm gonna start from this side, and so at the top you have all of my Nora Roberts novels. I had a Nora Roberts romance phase, and this entire shelf going all the way down is actually fiction. So a lot of like my teenage books are here, childhood books are here. You guys will see Powerpuff Girls on this side. And then moving on down to this shelf, this is all fantasy and paranormal romance. So there's like double shelved in here right at the back. There's tons of stuff. And if I go all the way down here, that's more preteen stuff, but all of this is still fiction. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Ranger's Apprentice, Wicked at the corner, and then even lower, more fiction. And as you guys can probably guess, all of my manga here is on the right. So what I did was all of the short series that are incomplete in my collection are at the very top. There's like single volumes, there's like 2 first volumes, 5 volumes, 7 volumes of stuff. And I'm actually trying to sell some of these because they're taking up space and I don't plan to finish this series. Nabari no O is really great for you guys who like Naruto but want a darker plot. Ouran High School Host Club I'll probably keep, but there's like 1,000 volumes for that. Sakura Hime I started because I really liked Gentleman's Alliance, and Arina Tanemura is the same mangaka for that. And then even at the top you guys can see there's a few volumes of Boys Love stuff there. I actually also have like international versions of Pandora Hearts and Sekaiichi Hatsukoi because I love them so much. Anything that has this little logo here, this red and white one, that's from Tokyo Pop, and I'm probably going to keep those because Tokyo Pop doesn't do anything in North America or the States anymore, so I'll probably keep those as part of my collection. Moving down here are big series that I've pretty much finished, or I have masses of volumes for. Fallen Vampire got really good, but it's mostly fantasy until there's like a sci-fi twist, which is why it gets really weird in volume 9. I bought the first 2 volumes of Serath, and then I read most of it online. I have pretty much everything for Vampire Knight. I finished Vampire Knight. I do love the series very, very much. Dawn of the Arcana, I kind of stopped halfway because Viz Media delayed releasing some of the volumes, so I have to catch up on that. Now let's move a bit down here. This is where all of my bigger sized manga is. You guys can actually see Aria and Aqua here. I have all the books for this. I actually loved it when they came out. Again, done by Tokyo Pop. I have a lot of random Sword Art Online volumes, and Umineko. This is from an independent mangaka that I purchased from. And then these are basically the ones that are oversized, bigger omnibus versions, or just bigger graphic novel sizes, because even on the side here I have like Adventure Time and Peanuts, which is much bigger and thinner because it's like from Western publishing companies. Now moving down here are all the books that I read when I was first starting to get into manga. This is the first volume I ever purchased. It's the 5th volume of Pita 10, and I thought the angel looked really, really pretty on the side and on the cover, which is why I got it. I actually have more volumes of Pita 10 here, but I have them more for sentimental value than actual plot value. And I had a huge phase with Inuyasha, as most people do, so I have all of the anime manga versions here, and I only have 3 volumes of the original art by Rumiko Takahashi. I liked this series a lot more because everything was really colorful, and I tried to collect all of them, but it was really, really difficult. And then Kami-sama Kari I got into from a dance friend. It's so good. I realized Kami-sama Karin was done by Kogidambo, which is the same mangaka of the first series I got into, which is why I gave this one a try. This is so much better than Piratan, and there's also a sequel series for it, so if you guys have not seen Kami-sama Karin, please check it out. As well, I finally got Chobits, but only in the omnibus version. I was waiting for the remake for a long time. Arata is really cool because if you put the different volumes of Arata together, they actually create a really long panoramic picture. So there's like 15 to 20 volumes now. If you connect all of them, it'll be one continuous picture. I only have 6 volumes here. I stopped collecting these when I realized how many volumes there actually were in the series. So moving down here is my vault of Naruto manga. You can't really see because I double shelve everything, but if I take these ones out, all of the Naruto manga up to Shippuden over here, and then I start with Shippuden and I end at the arc when Asuma dies, because I really dislike that, but I saw Shikamaru get revenge and that was pretty much where I stopped. I do love all of the original series, which is why I can't really bear to sell it. I barely read it anymore, but it was a big part of my childhood and teenage years in manga and anime. Amazing Agent Luna is actually a really good series if you guys like simplified art style, and then spy series. Again, they delayed publishing a lot, so I only have volumes 1 to 8. They have a lot more volumes out now. If I move this over, there's Shugochara here, which is a big series when it came out. I do have all the volumes. I waited a really long time for Del Rey to get all of these out. So they're like a pretty good series if you like Magic Girl series. And then from the back, I actually have a few Gundam manga because I had a Gundam phase and I still really love Gundam to this day. If I sneak a peek up here, this is the little trilogy for Dot Hack. And then I have some more anime manga adaptations of the Naruto movies. So I actually have so much manga, and I'm really trying to cut down, so I haven't bought manga in a really long time. The one series I really do want to finish collecting is Black Butler. Yen Press has been publishing these continuously. I'm just so ahead in the online translations that I haven't bought the next volume yet, or the next few volumes. Now let's move on over to these bookshelves. These are my reference books, history books, academic books. So on the left at the very top, those ones are the philosophy books. Starting from the left, you get Greek and Roman philosophy, and as you move to the right, it goes from like modern to postmodern to weird little philosophy things I've picked up. I quite like this shelf. It's like all of the philosophy I've ever read. Moving down here though, these are all of my history textbooks. I'm a history student, so these are all reference books that I need. Back here on ground level, these are all of my reference books for the First World War. Ignore the one on Middle Earth. I got that from a used book sale. And these are all the ones for languages. So Genki is here for Japanese. It's a really widely used textbook for Japanese. And then I have a lot of like random Korean reference books and then dictionaries. Down here I just have a lot of like huge volumes of stuff and notebooks and things like that. If I move all the way to this side, at the very top is English literature. So anything that's English literature related, Shakespeare, Tolkien, poetry, it's all up here. And in this little corner below that is all of my Latin. So Wheelock, Cassell, the Aeneid, and then some Cicero, some reference books. All of these are reference books as well. When I moved down here, my dad's actually commandeered this shelf. The Cassandra Clare stuff is mine, but then all this stuff on the right is his. And we share some of the Nikon lenses. So he has the Xiao and Mao designer toy series. I actually have no idea what these are, but one is done in Batman and one is done in Ultraman, and they all have this sort of like cat-like look to them. And then my dad really likes collecting the Pop Funko figures. So he has all the ones for Star Trek Next Generation. There's the Borg, Picard, Riker in the corner, and then Data. We actually have more of these downstairs. Down here is all of my epic fantasy that I still have to catch up with. And some of the epic fantasy I've read. So anything that's Brandon Sanderson, I've read. Brent Weeks up here is my favorite. I haven't finished George R. R. Martin. I'm on like the second book. This is the UK version for the books. I actually like them more than the American stylized covers, so they have a little bit more of like an ancient medieval feel to them instead of those really hard block colors. And I used up a lot of suitcase weight trying to get these over here. This is the Chinese version of Les Mis that I got for my mom. And over here I have Powerpuff Girls, the first 6 seasons. I love Powerpuff Girls. And then I have 2 Icon albums because they wouldn't fit in the bottom shelf. Icon is a popular new K-pop boy group. And then Lanling Wang, this is actually a DVD box series for my favorite ancient Chinese drama. It doesn't fit anywhere because as you can see, it's huge, so I had to put it here. All the way down here are all of the CDs that I've ever purchased. I love Jay Chou. I have almost all of Jay Chou's albums. And then like some K-pop albums shelved there. There's like Chinese albums, there's old-timey albums, there's Mandarin albums. My parents and I also share this shelf, so a lot of the stuff is theirs. So there you guys have it. That was the bookshelf tour. I would show you guys the entire room because it's actually like an octagonal kind of room, but the door on this side has a sign with my real name on it, and I don't actually want to show you guys that. It's really cute because the sign actually has Pikachu on the top, but my real name is written on the bottom. And my dad got this like cute sign thing for me when I was like 6 years old, so I've had it since then. Also, the rest of the room is quite messy, so it's best to just keep the camera shot on this. So I hope you guys learned something interesting about me today. I don't really know how interesting this video was. These are my bookshelves. These are my books. These are only the books that I own. My parents each have 2 bookshelves for them in the basement, so we read a lot. I read a lot less these days because I'm so busy watching anime and dramas, but the books seem to accumulate over the years, so there's like tons and tons and tons of stuff. If you guys are bookworms as well, let me know how you guys store your books, because as you can see even here, I've like double stacked everything. I've tried to organize everything by genres, so it's easier for me to find. Mainly everything is in an organized mess that only I can tell apart. So I'm thinking of selling a lot of books because I might be moving soon and I don't actually know how much of this I can take with me. A lot of baby books say before YA reading level. Those have all been donated. I donate a lot of plushies and books every year at Christmas because I've outgrown a lot of them and I know it'll make a lot of kids happy. So if you guys have a lot of used books, you can always donate them to different organizations that collect used goods, or you can always donate them to your library to support reading. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more. I might do a bedroom tour. That's a pretty big step for me because I've never liked revealing my bedroom on the internet. Plus, I was thinking of doing a fandom tour around my house because there's actually a lot of like collectible stuff around my house and not all of it belongs to me. So my parents have figures and books and things all over the house. So if you guys are interested in that, I could do a video on that. Until then, I hope you guys are well and I will talk to you guys in my next video very soon. Bye!